We're back and it's time for the final level of the game.
It ends today, this epic journey in a fantastic game, which always was entertaining, but all good things have come to an end. Have to come to an end. I can't keep it up.
Good things, right. I can finally put this game back on the shelf and never touch it ever again.
I'm amazed that you even did this on actual console.
Well, you know, I have the game. I might as well, right? I mean, there were like 2-3 failed Let's Plays of this in other threads.
Seriously? Tuh. Masochistic people. But you're the one to rule them all.
Yes, I have X6.
And I'm an enabler.
I have X6 and this under my belt. Lovely. I'm gonna play a good game after this is done. I got a couple of cool things here that nobody's ever heard of.
That's cool. That's also pertaining to this story. This is not a cool thing and nobody's paying attention.
Look, all we got from that cutscene was... Also, I like this animation of Lana's computer. All that cutscene said was, you can go to the Undernet now. Please be careful, Lan, because you know, you and Mega Man are kind of... Anyways, after you collect all of the Navi chips, you get this email.
Unbelievable powerful Navi. It's called Zero. Oh wait.
Only a qualified Navi can get in. Apparently that means S ranking all of the boss battles. So we're gonna go check it out.
Qualified. I'm a doctor. Doctor of virus busting. Like Dr. Mario.
Mario.exe.
I wonder if you were to align 3 elemental Navis on the same plane, then they would delete themselves. That's the reason why there are no elemental Navis in this game. Or almost none.
Almost none, yes. Got to remember that they still kind of exist. Anyways, I'm going through this area with nothing but my Buster, and since my Buster is maxed, I have to admit, blitzing through viruses with your maxed out Buster is actually quite enjoyable.
It is. I got to hand the game that. It just takes an assload of time for the Buster to get even remotely useful.
Yes. So yeah,
which is kind of bad.
Yeah. So that security cube opens when you have all the Navi chips, including Zero. So if you miss the Zero chip, then you're not getting through here, and you can say goodbye to your 100% completion.
Fantastic game design. So green means safety, right?
What, the portal?
Yes. Nothing bad will happen here.
I guess you could say that. Nothing bad could possibly be behind this warp point.
Is it a fight against that virus that takes 5 minutes and 400 shots?
No, it's just base.
Oh, of course it is base. What an entrance.
It was kind of a neat entrance.
You're nothing, full stop.
Mm-hmm.
No, you killed Zero. My secret lover.
I hate this fight. His attacks are so powerful they can kill you in about 3 hits no matter how much life you have. And his aura is constantly regenerating, so I came in with Z Cannon.
So he's base, basically.
Yep, base.jpg. But fortunately, after you inflict enough damage, he just stops the fight right there.
Okay.
So
what's he get an health bar for?
I have no idea. It'd be kind of interesting if the health bar were just not there.
It would make more sense.
Yeah.
And would be cool. So this game can't do it, obviously, in Judgment.
And then you just get the
That's
chip
all?
and that's it. Yeah.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire fight?
You can never refight him either, so... like...
Gotta be fucking with me.
So, like, I have no idea what the point of that was, and here's the chip library, and look at that!
60 damage?
60!
What?
60 damage! That's all it does!
Holy shit, this is the worst base.
Yeah, that whole thing was just, like...
I mean, usually you do this as a post-game reward thingy, you know, optional super boss. What was that? I mean, yes, you kinda cheesed with the Z-cannon, but still, wow.
No option to refight him, no option to kill him for real, you know.
No words.
There's no real post-game in this, however, because after you beat the final boss, the game just goes to the title screen with no saves, so it's not like you can unlock any post-game stuff if there is no post-game to play.
It's on console, yet it has far less content than any of the actual Battle Network games.
But it still has content, though. Welcome to the Undernet!
Snazzy.
It looks different for once.
Yeah, that is definitely a quality.
So this place is obviously infested with sculler viruses, and they have 100-point auras. So that's uncool. It's why I brought the tree bomb chip. This chip, available fairly early on in the game, Needleman stage in fact, it does 100 damage, which is a lot for that early in the game. So if you carry that around with you, you can break any aura by using it. And all of the enemies here are stationary. And I could also destroy those electric scuttlers in one hit, but, you know, I don't even need to. They're...
Yeah, you can just kind of ignore them.
Yes. They just throw all 5 elemental scuttlers at you, and it's not cool, in my opinion, because progression of enemies again.
Yeah, that's one thing, and also it stops you dead in your tracks and you just have to micromanage the enemy for a little bit.
Yeah, and...
So it's basically spectacularly boring.
This is a...
Because there's not much you can actually do.
This is a scuttler too. I don't know why I'm pelting them with a buster, but they shoot lasers.
No, that's what I'm getting at. You need to have a high damage chip, which will probably not have too much utility except for doing a lot of damage, and then you would have to switch to another chip that might even match the element to fight them, and it's just tedious. Of course you're doing it with the chip and the buster.
Here's something that's kinda clever. I think you're supposed to jump on the cube in order to hop up here and get these items.
Yeah, of course. Also, wow, nice, and memory up so late in the game. Very useful, of course.
I'm just double jumping because I don't want to play Arika's game here.
Do they seriously have 3 unlocked?
Yes, unlockers in the final area, and they aren't even anything good.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at with the memory up comment, but turns out it's even worse there too, and then there's goldfish? Why?
At least they actually took the time to hide items.
There's 3 memory ups in this stage.
And here's the last extra code hint that nobody cares about, because all of the codes are on GameFAQs anyways.
Well, the theory is he just threw everything together here.
Ooh, another slasher!
Wow. Totally worth the effort of buying 10 bazillion unlockers.
So with that, this is the point of no return. Mega Man's going to talk about how you can't jack out if you go past this point.
Classic.
And as I said, the game doesn't save after you've beaten the final boss, so if you collect all of those items and then go through that warp point, you know, you're gonna have to collect them all over again. And to make...
a minor thing, but it's just very telling of the game's quality.
Yes, and not only that, all of the enemies here drop all 3 Life Aura chips. The Elementals drop Life Aura 1, but the non-elemental ones, the ones with lasers, they drop Life Aura 2 and Life Aura 3.
Oh, why? A firewall.
Yes, a firewall that doesn't have any fire. What are you laughing at?
It's a literal firewall. It's a wall that's probably going to fire at you. That's dumb.
If it had actual fire attacks, that would be kind of cool, in my opinion. So it's not a particularly difficult boss. I'm going to defeat it with just the Buster.
Challenge run.
But it is kind of annoying in that first phase because it has curvy lasers. I never liked those.
Yeah, it reminds me very uncomfortably of Brightman, which I still hate.
But after you shoot down one of the cannons, the one that's left will just shoot those missiles, and those are easy to avoid. And after both cannons are down, you just have to waste time shooting at this laser when the eye is open.
Just gonna say, usually bosses get harder the less health they have. Though I do like the 3D crushers at the left of the screen.
Yes, it would be nice if they were actually a thread, and you are standing on a conveyor belt this entire time, so... They were going places with that boss, but...
Yeah, if he had any way to actually push you to the left instead of hoping that you would fall asleep from boredom, that might have been something.
And then this happens. Listen to this. This area seems safe because it's the Undernet, so they do a system recovery, which recovers all of your hit points and your entire chip folder.
Why didn't they do this at any point in the past?
I don't know, I was about to say. So, there's no enemies in this area. The next boss is just right past that warp anyway. Naturally.
Of course. So, you seem to have figured out the use for the repair chip.
Yes, it's part of a program advance, but we're not going to get to see it, unfortunately. Because I decided to use my Buster only for this section again.
As I said, challenge run.
Challenge run.
Nice.
The Light Fires has built an army of upgraded Navi. Oh, son of a bitch!
Does that mean refights?
Refights!
Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, yeah, Battle Network had these two, but...
Battle Network 1 didn't.
Yeah.
See, and the hilarious part is, they aren't changed at all. Like, I'm getting hit by Gutsman here, but he's still doing the same amount of damage he was back in the beginning of the game. Except now I have so much hit points that's so negligible. And I'm beating them all with regular Buster shots, and this is just hilarious. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, Needleman was never a particularly hard boss.
The thing about
in this game, that is.
The thing about all the bosses, though, is that they don't react to Buster shots. No, except Brightman here.
This fucker.
I apologize, this is going to take a while because, you know, it's Brightman.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip ahead in the video. No, ruining the synchronization. Curvy lasers. Why again does the Buster not go the full length of the screen?
I have no idea. I think it does...
Balance.
Well, it does sort of go the full length of the screen if the screen were, like, centered on Mega Man.
That is a very likely explanation, because it is the dumbest and most laziest programmed one, so obviously it's what they did.
Yes.
So you do have 1000 health at the moment?
980. I never bought the last one from Number Man.
No, my 100%. I mean, you would have opened a door somewhere in the Undernet and gotten sweet endgame content behind it. In any good Battle Network game.
In a good Battle Network game, yes. And then Quickman shows up and I'm like, oh crap, I don't have enough hit points to take down Quickman. Because, you know, he's still hard to avoid. So... High roll, you're finally going to be useful.
Ah, come on, she was always very helpful.
Her chip code basically clashed with the rest of the folder though. When you got her.
You have codes? What?
Well, like in Battle Not...
yeah, okay.
Not this.
I was like, what, did I miss something which would have made the game more playable and or fun?
I don't think chip codes are the answer to this game's problems, really.
Definitely not, but it could have been like if I had matched some code I wasn't aware of then. Gameplay flow?
Ah, Leckman. What are you going to do that isn't... Oh, you're still going to AI loop. Just in a different way.
So the trick against him is literally using your standard attack and lazily move sometime, maybe. Boss design.
Boss design!
This game sucks.
It sucks. Play test your bosses, people. No, it can't be. How can you defeat this many upgraded navis created by me and the light virus? Gee, I wonder.
Unthinkable, absurd, inconceivable! Probably the only piece of funny dialogue. Depending on your definition of funny, but we're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
How come every time we destroy the enemy like that, they're all, oh my god, how can you be this powerful? There's absolutely nothing off to the left there.
So why isn't the wall much more to the right?
I have no idea.
Deep philosophical questions.
Oh no! A bunch of viruses blocking the exit.
We're surrounded, except that we can still run to the right.
Proto Man cannot do that in the real game. Like, he just randomly got the ability to... And Guts Man. Hi.
Power of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Roll. You did nothing.
She's gonna do
except
something.
heal Mega Man. So that was kinda useful. More useful than the other two fuckers, I guess.
Yai and Higsby are here too, I guess, somehow.
We're too lazy to make a Numberman model appear here. Also Glide. Glide.
Glide should really get a chance to prove that he is actually competent in battle because of all those cool, powerful chips Yai is supposed to have.
Yeah, the thing is, the powerful chips suck balls in this game because you use them once and that's it. I mean, Z-Cannon is where it's at, and these are literally the most basic chips.
Oh, and Roll...
So this is what Roll did.
Yeah, Roll just did another system restore.
How convenient. Which actually makes a lot of sense considering Roll's role, if you forgive me, but I cannot really formulate it any other way.
She did kind of restore our entire chip holder, and hey, there's a big plunge here. Mid-air chip select.
360 no chip.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So there's this huge big area and the warp point is right here, I don't know why.
Nah, it's kind of the Mega Man staple, maybe, dropping into the final boss area.
Oh yeah, it's like Mega Man 2's final stage, but well, say hello to the new and improved Life Virus R, even though it looks exactly like the Life Virus from the intro, and
I was just about to say...
This is, those of you who are viewing this, watch the timer in the video player as soon as the fight starts. You'll want to keep an eye on it.
Okay. I'm also watching.
Well, yeah. What matters, what I'm alluding to is how long it takes me to actually kill this guy.
Okay. I love the professor's I am mad now face.
Uh-huh. So he has, the Life Virus has a regenerating aura as well, and 4 elemental attacks. They can be difficult to avoid.
How do you even avoid that?
There's a very small window for the lightning clouds. And... time!
Ooh. Yeah, that was 15 seconds maybe?
Around 15 seconds, I think. Anyway, he has a second form.
So this must be the new and upgraded... This looks absurdly fucking stupid.
Uh-huh. And all it does is repeat the same pattern for the entire fight.
Though I do have to admit, this fight, just the design of the two enemies, reminds me of Metroid Prime.
That's cool. I guess there is one challenging thing about this. If you touch the main body, that's a lot of damage. If you touch the bubble, you go right down to 1 hit point. Now,
ouch.
What does Mira Mesa do?
Oh, right. That's actually pretty awesome. If you figure it out.
Well, I guess someone would figure it out after dying one time. Hey, I should put Mira Mesa in my folder for that section. I'll just make a stronger one next time. Yeah.
So, because I didn't copy the files or anything. This face. Get out of my house.
Get out of my house.
Oh, they already knew where he was.
I wonder why that is. Who could have blown his location?
Layers of camouflage hiding in my parents' basement.
Hiding in his parents' basement? Ah, you crack me up. Guess who?
What? He found out his IRL location by being the Zero virus.
Yeah, he infected the professor's computer with the Zero virus, and that's his eyes and
Then
ears.
he called the center. Hello, I am literally Zero. Go there and find the professor. No, take your time. Let Mega Man fight the live virus. That's okay, that's cool. I mean, it's completely irrelevant because he could just smash the professor's computer, and as he doesn't have any backup files, well, but take your time. As I said, take your time.
Uh-huh. You virus!
This guy's the best character. I mean, I've never seen a villain as convincing as he.
So you might be wondering what happens here if Zero is dead. Instead, killing a life virus just causes a bug in the computer that allows Lan's dad to find out where the professor is, and, you know, just some lame excuse that ends up with the same end result.
It still makes more sense. Also, they couldn't code an explosion for the life virus, so it was still just kind of there. I mean, every other final boss at least has the decency to blow up interestingly. His heels! Ah, fuck!
Yep, no explosion, no fade to white, no nothing.
Yeah. At least they were consistent about always misspelling heel with two E's as He-E-A-L. Like in Battle Network 4.
Ah, Battle
also
Network.
Also a shining beacon of quality, of course. What's this? A comic?
I wonder what kind of webcomics there are in the Battle Network universe. Armor is behind the times. From now on, fighting styles themselves must be changed. Blah blah blah. Foreshadow styles in Battle Network 2.
Do they really want to give an in-universe explanation for why they do not use armors anymore in Battle Network 2?
Wasn't there one already? I mean, the whole style thing was, like, a result of taking in the change.batch file or something.
Yes. Which, Hikari, so Lan's dad, came up with on the spot.
They stole it from Yumland, actually. Anywho.
Right.
Here's the obligatory final jack-in, fade to white, roll credits.
Big problem is that we haven't seen any actual check-in animation before.
Yeah, that would be kinda nice.
Yeah. Remember this boss intro cutscene.
Remember this boss that you hated? How about
no,
this
wait,
boss that you hated? Gosh. Mega Man Network transmission, everybody!
Wow, even the credits are incredibly low effort. They look like a 1995 internet page.
Really?
Hey, I figured out how to make colors.
Yay! So what can be said as about Mega Man Network transmission at this point that hasn't already been said? It was completely low quality. You might enjoy it somewhat if you try it. Kind of.
Yeah. I'd say there are parts about it that are not completely bad. I'd call it mostly just really boring and mediocre. In general, it's not asininely stupid. It's just lazy.
Half HP Studio. Super Sweep. I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could like the music.
Oh look! Like 9 testers and they still didn't do their jobs.
Yeah, it's always the problem with not being listened to, probably.
Also, I think it's supposed to show your endgame stats after the credits, but it just fades to title screen for me, so that's the end.
Well, thank you very much for suffering through it for us. Oh, Mr. Dark, no!
So yeah, more foreshadowing, but that's the end. Thank you so much for suffering through that with me, Simon.
Well, you had to play it. I just had to call it stupid all the time.
Weren't you playing it too, until you quit?
Yes, I did. Just for curiosity's sake.
Well, curiosity sated. That's the end.
That's so fucking stupid. The game came out 2 years after Battle Network 2, right?
This is a prequel, so